What is the bona fide purchaser defense? Have you ever wondered how some buyers can confidently purchase property, even when there might be hidden claims against it? The answer lies in the bona fide purchaser defense. This legal principle protects buyers who acquire property for value, in good faith, and without any knowledge of competing claims. To qualify as a bona fide purchaser, a buyer must meet two main criteria. First, they need to have paid something of value, which is often referred to as consideration. Second, they must not have any actual or constructive knowledge of prior, conflicting interests in the property. What does this mean in simpler terms? If a buyer has no idea that someone else has a legal claim to the property at the time of purchase, they may be protected under this defense. This is especially important in property law disputes, where a buyer can assert that their ownership should take priority over any unrecorded or hidden claims. When a buyer successfully establishes their status as a bona fide purchaser, they typically hold the property free from earlier adverse interests, even if the seller's title was flawed due to fraud or other issues. In legal proceedings, the bona fide purchaser defense is often raised as an affirmative defense. This means that the buyer uses it to defend against claims that challenge their ownership. It can also be used in quiet title actions, where the buyer seeks a court judgment to confirm their ownership and eliminate any uncertainties regarding the title. Key aspects of this defense include acting in good faith, providing value for the property, and lacking notice of any competing interests. If a buyer qualifies as a bona fide purchaser, their interest generally takes priority over any prior unrecorded claims. However, there are limitations. For instance, the defense does not protect against void deeds, such as forged documents. Additionally, if a buyer had notice of a defect, they may not qualify as a bona fide purchaser. Understanding the bona fide purchaser defense is essential for law students, especially when studying remedies. It illustrates how courts balance the protection of innocent purchasers against the rights of prior claimants. It also highlights the importance of notice and recording statutes in property law, which aim to inform subsequent purchasers and affect the availability of this defense. In essence, the bona fide purchaser defense provides protection for buyers who acquire property in good faith, for value, and without knowledge of competing claims. This principle plays a vital role in property law and remedies related to title disputes and quiet title actions.